COVID-19 has been causing yet more chaos across the whole of the National League in recent weeks, but not today, thankfully, as we are back at the Community Stadium for the first time in 42 days for the visit of Alfreton Town. Since their last game on their own turf, 4-0 thumping by High Flyers Boston United on the 6th of October, the Breaks have chalked up their first 2 points of the season with draws on the road to Kidderminster and Farsley Celtic. Having played 3 games more than their hosts, Alfreton have made a steady start to proceedings, accumulating 9 points from a possible 21. The visitors have edged 4 of the previous 6 meetings between these two in contests which have proved to be very tight-knit affairs, and coming to this one off the back of a 3-1 victory over Farsley Celtic at the weekend, just their second win of the season. 3 points, I'm sure, will be the order of the day from both gaffers as both of these sides seek to put together some form amongst an unprecedented season where nobody knows what the next fixture will hold. The referee just looking at his watch before kick-off, Richard Holmes, who will be dictating today's game, and we are underway for the 5th league game of the season. It's Alfreton who get us underway here at the Community Stadium, back for the first time here after 42 days, and it's the away side who win the throw-in on the left-hand side. Here's Branson, ball back, and it's an early goal for Alfreton, as quick as lightning. Straight down the left-hand side. Leamington slow to react from the throw-in. The ball flashed across the penalty area, and I think it's the big number 9, Jake Day, flying in at the front post to glance his header past a helpless Jake Weaver. And Leamington, their duck at home continues. Another goal conceded at the Community Stadium. This one after about 30 seconds, Shaun.
The striker, Jake Day is a big unit, 6'3", and he won the header straight away in front of Morrison, and Junior English scrambled it out for a throw, and they didn't look to set themselves, and it was a quick 1-2 that Alfreton neatly played down this left-hand side, whipped it in, and Day's just unmarked, 6'3", unmarked for an easy header in, 1-0 Alfreton.
But it's Alfreton who can pick the ball up on their back line and look to build again from their final third with Toby Lees.
That's what I was going to say there, yeah. When Lance Smith gets the ball up top, he's got to make it stick. He's got to bring other people into the fold.
It's Day again who flicks on towards Reeves, brings it down well on the periphery of the penalty area, sets up the number 8 to strike. Plenty of power in the effort, but Jake Weaver was level to it to deal with the venom in the strike and palm away. Leamington a bit panicked on the ball at the moment. Is Clark under pressure from another Alfreton midfielder. Again, it's towards Day. Crowded by a sea of gold shirts. Long ball towards Reeves. Win the nod down in the penalty area. Day goes under the challenge. And it's a penalty to Alfreton. Jake Day just inviting the pressure from that's Jack Lane, the offender. Lane pleading his innocence. But it's Leamington who are in all sorts of trouble now. 1 goal down and now a penalty. We've only barely played 5 minutes, Shaun.
They just cannot handle Jake Day. He is all over Lane. He's peeling off the back of Morrison. Looks to me like he's targeting Lane. And Lane just cannot get around him for that penalty there. He tried to get the right side of him. He found himself completely the wrong side. And Day went down under a bit of a shove. And Alfreton have the chance really to take a commanding position now inside, just over 5 minutes.
Jake Day then. Chance to double his tally for the evening. Steps up. Sends Jake Weaver the wrong way. 2 for Alfreton. 2 for Jake Day. And a nightmare opening 6 minutes for the Breaks. Leamington 0, Alfreton Town 2. We've only played, as I say, just 6 minutes.
Jack Lane finds himself the wrong side of a 6'3" centre-back, and he's always going to then try and put his body and put pressure on before he gets a shot off, and Day's felt that pressure and gone down, and it's 2-0.
Leamington with a mountain to climb for the remaining 85 minutes here at the Community Stadium. And that first win that's been eluding them so far this season looks 1,000 miles away now. And again, it's Leamington who find themselves on the back foot as Alfreton prepare another attack. Day, here's the penalty area, back to goal. Fox is offered the run wide. Fox stands up to the back post. Headed towards goal, and it had to be dealt with by Weaver. Well held though for the Leamington goalkeeper, but again, it's those crosses from the left-hand side that are causing all sorts of issues. Dealt with by English. Clark, facing his own goal, does well. Atkinson can only find the feet of Gittins. Now then, gold shirts flooding forward with Callum Gittins. Which one will he pick? Gittins might go by himself. Edwards has peeled away on the right side of the penalty area. Edwards wastes the opportunity. I think he was caught in two minds whether to shoot or to cross, and in the end it was neither. And just drifted hopelessly over Willis's goal and behind for a goal kick. Day again, just dictating play as he brings the ball down and invites other players forward. Lane finds the midriff of Gittins, who just felt shove in the back there. Nothing given by the referee, Richard Holmes, who saw nothing wrong with the challenge. Bradley with the ball over the top towards Reeves, and that is a fantastic finish from the number 10. And it's 3 for Alfreton inside the opening 20 minutes. And this game might be over in the first half, Shaun.
Wow, I mean, Gittins and Clark are still sort of shouting across at the ref because they wanted a foul. For me, it looked like a push in the back. Gittins sort of went to protect the ball and he just got shoved over the top of the ball and had it nabbed off him. But he got to hand it to Alfreton. They played to the whistle, quickly sprung it down this left-hand side. Lovely little ball over the top. And what a hit that was. Great strike from Reeves. First time on his left foot. Weaver flat-footed, but you're getting nowhere near that. And wow, 3-0.
Clark into the feet of Gittins, lays it off for Osborne, tries it on with the left foot, might have been a shot or a pass. There's Osborne with a drive, high over the bar. But good interplay by Leamington from the right hand side, working their way infield. But the final product from Osborne just always rising over Willis's crossbar. It will be Morley, will try it from distance, fits in towards the penalty area. English back to goal. Morley again, this time it's floated towards Morrison, who's all on his own, but sent his header over the bar. He was offside nonetheless. Carl Morrison just couldn't quite hold his run, but good awareness from Morrison to spot Morrison at that back post. Couldn't keep his header down, even if he had been onside. Clark from the drop ball, fires it into the midriff of Osborne. Gliding inside, Osborne with the audacious attempt, and it wasn't too far away. On the left foot, always rising. Willis pretty confident that was heading over his crossbar, but again, promising signs from Osborne. Osborne standing purposefully over this set piece. Plenty of Leamington bodies on the edge of the penalty area. Will he choose to cross or shoot? He'll try it all himself, Osborne. Up he steps. Nick off the wall, and it's found away into the bottom corner. Sam Osborne with his first Leamington goal from the set piece. Maybe a flash of luck there off the wall, but Leamington won't care. That's the luck they've deserved with their play at the end of the first half and beginning of the second. They've got themselves on the score sheet. They've broken their duck at home. The first home league goal of the season, and it's Sam Osborne with it.
Yeah, and we said, would it be a cross or would it be a shot? And it was a shot from Osborne. He was trying to work it inside that near post, but like you say, Leamington have a foothold early in the second half, and can they build from that now?
Morley then launches into the penalty area. Can Leamington nick another? Osborne almost directed the effort on target. The referee deems it to be a goal kick. And it comes from English. Send it towards Edwards, who wins the flick on. Waldron looks to keep this alive. Waldron, has it creeped through? No. It's saved on the line by Willis.
Oh, I thought it was in. It was really good play. Danny Waldron reacted first to the loose ball. He turned, hit a scuff shot, and the goalkeeper Willis managed to turn and just put a hand on it on the line and make it safe. But again, chances for Leamington.
Agonisingly close to clawing yet another one back in the second half, but they trail by 3-1 still. Edwards flicks through. Smith is onside, and it's in. Then that was Osborne again. Sam Osborne. And suddenly, Leamington look very up for this, and the comeback is very much on. Leamington 2, Alfreton 3. Sam Osborne hasn't tallied the competitive goal before today, and he's got 2 in an evening.
Well, the ball came through the middle, down to Lance Smith. There was a bit of confusion between the Alfreton back line, and Osborne found himself in plenty of space and had plenty of time to lob the keeper, and it's 3-2.
Brilliant composure just to dink it over Willis into the empty net, and suddenly this comeback seems very possible. Osborne, who's been the bright spark in this Leamington team, his goals have sparked the fight back. Clark, Leamington look bang up for this now. Stephen Morley whips the ball into the penalty area. Warden with a glancing header, might drop for Slart. Smith fluffed his lines at the vital moment, always leaning back, and sent his effort over the bar and over the Harbury Lane end. But it's coming together nicely for Leamington. Edwards comes short for the throw. Instead, Morley goes long towards Gittins. Beaten in the air by Jones, who followed him all the way. Here's Clark. Gittins points to where he wants it. Clark delivers, but just a bit behind Gittins. Edwards picks up, looks to feed a ball through to English. What a ball that is. English across the face of goal. Brilliant defending. Leamington can sense something here. Clark hoisting towards the penalty area, too close to Willis, who brings the sting out. Another Leamington attack. Will it be Morley or Osborne? Osborne, remember, on a hat-trick goal. And a hat-trick that will bring these two sides level with 5 minutes to go. Is it the fairy tale for Leamington? Sam Osborne, the number 7. 2 goals to his name already. Up he steps. Bigger right hand over his own crossbar, but it had to be made on target from Sam Osborne.
Yeah, save that Willis should be making, but like you say, on target from Osborne. You can't ask for too much more, and now Leamington can work this defence again from this corner.
Osborne from this near side, the left then. Right arm raised. Can he turn scorer to provider? It's in! They've done it! It's Lard Smith turning in at the back post. Can you believe it? Against all the odds, 3-0 down. Leamington have brought it back, 3 goals apiece, and we have a standoff, a grandstand in the final 4 minutes. Leamington 3, Alfreton 3. Against all the odds, Leamington have pulled off the most unlikely of comebacks.
Well, this game is not dead by any means as well, because Jack Edwards was straight to that ball to drag it out the net and pull his team back to the halfway line. Great corner, far post, Lance Smith coming in, and he slid into the challenge there as well to win the ball back, and Leamington have the bit between their teeth.
Gittins finds Osborne. Osborne working it well onto his right foot. Puts the ball in the box. Edwards is waiting. It's there for Leamington. Can you believe it? The fairy tale does have an ending. Leamington have come back from the dead. Can you believe it? Just listen to this. Leamington 4, Alfreton 3. I can't believe what I'm watching, Shaun. Jack Edwards, Captain Fantastic, the man of the moment, Mr. Reliable, on the end of a cross from Sam Osborne. Who else would it be than the man who sparked the comeback? Leamington 4-3 up.
What can you say? What can you say? We said that it didn't look like it would end 3-3. We said there could be another goal in it. And Jack Edwards, Captain Fantastic, has come up with that goal. And Alfreton look shell-shocked, humbled. They look lost at sea in this second half. And Leamington have turned this game completely on its head. And the Alfreton team, the Alfreton bench, it has all gone quiet.
Alfreton then, can they salvage a point from this? In it comes. It's an inviting one. It's well dealt with by Morrison. Still not clear for Leamington though. There's Alfreton working out to the right-hand side. He's gone down. It'll be a goal kick. Well, that was Branson going down. It was muted appeals from the number 4, the Alfreton man. And there's the final whistle in one of the most dramatic National League North games you are bound to see in recent memory. Certainly one of the most dramatic games I've seen in my commentary career here at the Community Stadium. But Leamington, talk about coming back from the dead. Dead and buried after 20 minutes. 3 goals from Alfreton saw to that. No one could imagine what the second half was to bring, but boy were we in for a storm. 4 second half goals from Leamington mean that they take all 3 points.
So Paul, where do we start with that one then? I think you touched on it just a minute ago with a game of two halves.
I don't think we'll start at the beginning. That's a certainty. Listen, it's difficult. We've stop start. We had a problem the weekend again. Then you come in tonight, and listen, over the years, Billy's teams, it's been North Ferriby, Halifax, Alfreton, that they're always going to be well organised, efficient sides that started at a real good tempo, and we couldn't deal with it. An element of obviously, listen, they were good at it, but they put the ball in good areas and backed it up, and we just weren't, similar to Boston, we just weren't physically strong enough to deal with it. We're a goal down after 20 odd seconds, we're 2-0 down after 5 minutes, and it's carnage, really. Listen, it's very difficult in this league when you're playing decent sides. When you're 2-0 down, then you're 3-0 down, because obviously it's all about momentum. And what we had to be careful of it was that we were getting a situation at the end of the first half where you're looking at it and thinking, we've lost control here. We've lost control of the performance, our emotions. You could see yourself that score going on 4, 5, 6. You could see yourself down with 9, 10 players. So as a manager, it was important that what we did at half time was to get the players. And my sole focus at half time was to get some stability in the performance, to make sure it didn't go like that, and to maybe find a way that we might chip away at the scoreline and make it respectable. Because I still feel that we've got enough with the two boys on a high line with the wide men, and the set plays. We can cause a problem. But listen, what I got was everything I asked for and more. We turned the performance completely around. We started winning all them individual duels. We started winning the little combinations. We started going in packs together. We score, get a little bit of luck with the first one, a little deflection in, and momentum sort of went with us, really. And I think against a Billy Heath side as well, an Alfreton team, who were masters of game management, shall we say, for us to what we did better second half especially, and we've done it in the last few games, we didn't waste too many balls. We put a lot of balls in good areas, but a lot of balls in areas where they've had to defend them or deal with them, or gives you a chance to get them a second or a third. Set plays were spot on tonight, and really that 45 minutes of, not just here, but whether I've stood on the line for, it's got to be, as a manager, assistant manager, it must be 1,500 games, it's got to be close to it. I've never quite seen anything like it, really. Such a shame that we have, people haven't been here to watch that. But I think when you look at a team we've got some new faces, similar to Alfreton. We picked a few boys up from lower leagues, leagues below or whatever. We're giving one or two lads a chance to revive themselves again, like we always do. We've had a tough start. Our performances have been better than the results, with the exception of Boston. And then you're 3-0 down at half time and you're bottom of the league. And I think to put in that 45 minutes for a team that's still finding its way says a lot about what's there, really. I'm buzzing, really, but it's been a draining night, yeah.
We talk about performances out there. One of the best ones probably Sam Osborne. 2 goals and 2 assists. You can't ask for a better game, really.
Listen, he's been great. I mean, we just first couple of games we had a bit of an issue with we thought it was his hamstring. So when we with the COVID, we had the break, we managed to get to the bottom of it. It was the bottom of his back, so it was quite an easy one to sort out. And he's a real live wire. He can go either way. He's quick. He's got a goal in him. He's got an assist in his set plays. I mean, he's another one of the players that I just feel that. Listen, you only watch him at Notts County last year. He makes things happen. For me, for us, I just see him as a player that could go the same way as a lot of other players, and he gets back on the edge of the seat, puts defenders on the back foot, doesn't waste too many balls. He's already chipped in already in a season where we've probably struggled to score many goals. I think everything we've done this year, he's had a hand in every goal, whether he's assisted it or scored it. So listen, he's fantastic, great to work, good honest kid who just wants to. He was offered a new contract at Notts County, so the easy thing for him to do is start Notts County, a massive football club, and be part of it, but part of something there. Or do you take the gamble, go part-time, come to a club like Leamington, where we've had a lot of success with young boys, and put yourself in the shop window, really. Just trust in your ability, trust that you're good enough. But unless you play 30, 40 games and actually your stats improve, you're not going to get to where you want to get to. But this kid could do anything. I've got no doubt about that. No, he's fantastic.